Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH underscore sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. And I will probably be doing a live stream on Sunday night. Make sure to stay tuned to that, okay? It's probably going to be me solo. Okay, so I got this card the other day in the mail. Got in a CSG lab. I mean, a slab. 1992, 1993. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen scoring threats. I really like this. It's just a combo of MJ and Pippen. This is just a 8.5, you know. Like I told you, I'm just looking at some of these older Jordan cards. Not spending that much money. I forget how much CSG is slabbed. I think if you do it in bulk, it's cheaper. I just buy it on eBay. Anyways, I saw this on the P. Ryan collection on Instagram the other day. And if you haven't followed him on Instagram, make sure to follow him. He's a pretty good resource that I look at. He linked to this article, or he just did a screenshot from Sports Collectors Digest. And it talked about, let me read you the headline. It's fraud forgery still on the rise as sports collectible hobby continues to thrive. Okay, I'm just looking at my computer down below here just to get some notes. And I wanted to read you what he had screenshotted or what he screenshot on his Instagram. Let me go down back to it. All right, it talks about an FBI agent in downtown Chicago. And first of all, pre pandemic, they used to get tips once or twice every few months. Now it's every week they're getting tips. So that's how much hanky panky is going on in the sports card arena, whether if not even sports cards, but just other memorabilia as well. And this guy, his last name I think is Bruce Aukas. I may be butchering his last name. But this is what he says. What I can say is that I am on the FBI's art cream team. I mean, crime team, which is a group of a small number of agents that work fraud and theft and any type of collectibles market, cultural property, anything from museum theft all the way through fraud. We have monthly phone conferences to discuss topics and trends, and all I will say that every month there's an agent on the call that picks up my brain on the topic of memorabilia fraud, even branching out not just sports memorabilia but Hollywood music, getting all the way through Pokemon cards. It's a growing trend that the Bureau is realizing is out there, and now you have companies out there with fractional ownership. Make sure to listen to this last paragraph. Out there with fractional ownership, individual cards or memorabilia items out there. And that could be subject to market manipulation. Keyword market manipulation. Things like that. These are topics not only the art crime team looks at, but also individuals who work financial crimes within the Bureau are looking and taking notice just based on the dollars that are involved in these transactions. Okay. So that's pretty huge when they're talking about items that could be subject to market manipulation. Remember last year with Fleer 86? I see some of the comments that, hey, that was manipulated. There were a few influencers in the hobby that were, in my opinion, pumping this up. And they're saying, oh, this thing could maybe go to $1 million. Now you have to see what were they doing on the other side of the trade. If they were saying like buy, but on the other hand, they were just selling a bunch of Fleer 86 Jordans PSA 10s, whether through consignment or other ways as well. Now, is the FBI going to go after those type of individuals? You were riding it high, you were saying I'm bullish and blah 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 blah, and then you're just dumping it on the end, right? Classical pump and dump. And I was talking about this one dude, Labed, over what, 20 some years ago, he was on internet forums and allegedly he was saying all these good things about these stocks, but on the other hand, he was just dumping them and he was investing, I believe, in illiquid stocks. I think they may have even been over the counter slash penny stocks. And I believe there was a settlement that went on, and I don't think he admitted to any wrongdoing. He just moved forward. And I've compared the sports card market to penny stocks because there's literally no volume in some of these transactions. And some people say, hey, you could turn it into cash. Yeah, you could turn it into cash, but the bid and ask spread is very volatile. And in my opinion, when you have a huge bid ask spread, that is not liquid, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, if things get really nasty in the sports card market, you may see more investigations by the FBI based on this article that I'm looking at. And they may come down after people who are maybe pumping up some of these fractionals, saying, oh, yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. But then on the uh, other side of the trade, they were just dumping like crazy because they saw, hey, we're telling people to get in and this is the perfect time to get out, and look, there's no regulation, we could take advantage of it. Well, guess what? In technicality, that's fraud. Some people on the comment section or elsewhere, they think that this pump and dump thing is a silly topic. I don't think it's a silly topic because I look at many different types of markets out there, and guess what? I can notice whether there's shenanigans, hanky panky, whatever you want to call it, going on. Like I told you, I believe Jonathan Lebed and his partner were engaging in some sort of wacky behavior where they kept on, in my opinion, marketing these stocks that weren't great stocks. They may disagree. Okay, that's fine. But you saw stocks, I remember, $2, $3 went up to $40 over a decade ago. And that was just through uh, just hyping it up. Now, they made disclosures to cover themselves, but you could clearly see, okay, there's something going on. That looked like a pump and dump. And some of these sports cards, you could even say non-sports cards like Zero Cool, there looked to be some shady activity. Now, is the FBI going to go hard after these zero bid people that are hyping up these cards and just trying to dump them on other people? I mean, shill bidding is illegal from my understanding. Now, I don't think they prosecute it as much as they used to. I could be wrong. Someone comment down below. But now the FBI is well aware there's fraud. They're coming after people. And are they going to come after YouTube people, right? Are some YouTube influencers engaged in that hanky panky, right? My favorite word. Are they just hyping things up and on the back end, they're just selling like crazy, selling particular cards like crazy? There's no way to know 100%, but in my opinion, I believe there are. And in my opinion, any influencers that's doing that, just don't do that anymore, okay? That's not good for the hobby. That's not good for the so-called community, as you would say. And yes, I have been tough on people, and that's because I've noticed how the market works. So long story short, any influencer out there that's watching me, make sure to make your disclosures. Now we have the FBI's attention, and just to cover your end, just don't get into any sensational videos. Just tell people the truth. Tell people what you have if you're getting into a market that's very low in volume, okay? Just to cover your end, because sometimes you may be like very bullish on a sector, and then this card value goes up and then you decide to sell because you need to you need to pay your rent because rent costs have gone up. Whatever the case is, and there was no nefarious take on your end. You're just trying to, raise some money here and there. Okay, just make your disclosures to cover yourself. You don't know how crazy it could be. You had Operation Bullpen 20 years ago. I believe that when this market totally implodes, every card, even the high end, you're probably going to see more fraud, and the FBI is going to get involved, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but anyways, let me know what you think, guys. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.